Guys, we're here to talk about Squeezebox.
Yeah.
Squeezebox closed in 2001.
Yes, it did.
What's there to do now?
I was afraid I would be asked that question. There is, of course, it's New York. There is a lot still going on. I don't know what is going on that would be comparable to Squeezebox. I have no idea. But because I do know that for the last couple years, just staying busy finishing this movie, I haven't been out very much, especially lately, because we've just been working so hard on the movie. But
I think telling the story of what went on in the club for the 7 years that it lasted is a really important thing to get out there, because it was a place that fostered creativity in all the people who came there, and there was a sense of community and a sense of encouragement to everyone else to try and be the best and most creative person they possibly could be, and it spawned a lot of creative things. So I think that was the main reason why we wanted to sort of tell this story.
So do you feel like that sort of stereotypical catty queen was not evident, that it was more of a cheerleader?
Oh no, it was evident. It was
very evident.
It was evident in its external version of what was going on, that you would see going on. Behind the scenes, when the makeup and the wigs came off, it was all about encouraging and helping each other to go to the next level, or to do things that they had never done before. Because that was the big thing about Squeezebox is these drag queens had always been lip syncing, and now they had to perform in front of a live band, which was a huge transition. And once they started doing that, they realized, hey, I can do a lot more than just put on a dress and lip sync to a track. They started bands of their own. They started performing with the Squeezebox band. They started doing plays. A lot of these elements had been happening individually here and there, certainly in places like the Pyramid Club, but no place on a regular basis for such a prolonged time had anything like Squeezebox, where every week you knew it was going to happen.
So are you saying that karaoke is inhibiting thousands of young Japanese children from finding their voices?
No. In fact, I think that karaoke is fantastic. I have a lot of friends that have done it, that even just by doing karaoke and perhaps drinking a little and singing these crazy songs have gone further with what they do in their other songs. But karaoke is not a live band. And a live band certainly adds something to the whole element of performance. It's unpredictable.
Have you guys ever gotten up on stage and performed?
Yeah, I'm an actor too, so I've acted on stage before, but I'm not a singer. I'm not a rock star.
I meant in a Squeezebox environment. Have either of you ever gotten on stage?
No. And nor shall we.
I'm not a singer.
And I don't look good in a dress.
Have you tried?
I dressed up once as a nun for Halloween, and that's about as far as it's going to go.
I don't think that really counts as a dress.
That's what I said. Because it was like one at this party where those questions were happening. Have you ever done drag? And I said no. And I said I did. I was dressed up as a nun, and everyone said, no, that's drag. That's drag. I didn't think it was.
Yeah, I think that's the difference between a drag and drag.
Exactly. But the people at the party insisted it was drag.
When you set out to make this doc, was your idea that it would be that there would be kind of a narrative running through, that you had a story to tell, or was it that you felt like, hey, we have all of this archival footage and it's going to get lost if we don't do something? What was the impetus?
Well, the original idea for the whole project came from our fellow producer Lyle Derrick. And he brought both of us into the project right when he had the idea. And initially, no. It was, let's shoot this last night party of Squeezebox, the very last one. Let's interview everybody. And it was when the interviews started and we started watching the interviews that the story started to emerge. And really the initial idea was kind of like, let's just cut this together, we'll be done in 6 months, and kind of let's see what happens. Well, that's 7 years later. When you started to watch the interviews and see all the different elements of the story that were there, we started interviewing more people and doing more in-depth interviews. And after that, we have a story editor. Her name is Erin Nesbitt. She was an editor with us for a while, and she really was a big part in helping us hone down the story and discarding parts of the story that we loved that couldn't fit in a 90-minute film. And Sean Pierce, our co-director, had a huge hand in also in this, and certainly the visuals of the film and the graphics and the editing. He's our editor as well. And it all just started to piece together over a very, very long period of time.
Is there a Squeezebox uncut version where the antics are even, where the bar's raised?
Yeah.
Well,
it's not exist yet.
well,
but yeah.
it doesn't exist yet, but I think we do a pretty good job in getting most of the more bizarre antics into the film. There are some that we have saved for DVD extras, hopefully someday, but some of the more bizarre stuff is actually in the film.
Yeah, I did see some stuff I hadn't seen before.
Did you see the movie?
Yeah.
Oh, right on.
Oh,
I don't know
yeah.
if everyone has seen the movie or not. It was
Hey,
just
I come prepared.
awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm actually wearing a diaphragm.